My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. After more than 30 plus years of high-level clinical experience in medicine, Dr. B wants to remind you to never forget that Dr. B loves you and Dr. B cares about you, and he loves you and cares about you genuinely. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. Today, Dr. B wants to talk to you about your diabetes, your type 2 diabetes, and how chronic stress makes your diabetes worse, more resistant to treatment, and makes your pre-diabetes become diabetes. It is very important to understand that people who are chronically stressed, they always secrete by their adrenal glands a high level of a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is the master hormone of stress. Cortisol. It is produced by the adrenal glands, two tiny glands like that on the top of your kidneys. And when you are chronically stressed, your brain sends nerve signals to your adrenal glands and tells your adrenal glands to produce a massive amount of cortisol. Now, one of the major hormones called cortisol that circulates in our blood has very important functions, right? Cortisol. We cannot have a normal, healthy life without cortisol. But we need a tiny bit of it, a tiny bit like that. For somebody like me, who is not stressed out at all, I have zero stress in my life. Dr. B, zero stress in my life. My cortisol peaks in the morning around 7 o'clock. I wake up at 6 o'clock every morning, no exception. Around 7 o'clock, my cortisol peaks. And then it goes down to the whole day to tiny, tiny little levels, just enough for what I need, right? But too much cortisol when you are stressed out, your brain tells your adrenal glands to produce a huge amount of cortisol. So during the whole day, your cortisol is always high. And what does cortisol do? Cortisol, it worsens your diabetes. And if you are pre-diabetic, it makes you diabetic. And if you are normal, then it makes you pre-diabetic or even diabetic. So chronic stress is a major contributor to the development of type 2 diabetes and to the worsening of type 2 diabetes. How does it do that? Cortisol creates resistance to insulin. This beautiful hormone insulin produced by your pancreas that allows you to lower your glucose level. Well, if you have too much cortisol, insulin is not going to work anymore. You're going to develop what we call insulin resistance. So people who are chronically stressed, because their adrenal glands produce all the time during the whole day cortisol, this cortisol keeps their insulin from lowering normally their blood glucose levels. So they become insulin resistant. This insulin resistance that is created by cortisol can be eliminated completely if you go back to a no-stress life. You need to do like Dr. B, right? Eliminate every freaking stress from your life. I have zero stress at work, zero. I love my work. I don't go to work because I need to. I go to work because I love to, right? In our beautiful cardiovascular clinic, in which I'm going to work until I'm 100 years young. I'm never going to retire, right? So I don't stress also about money. I don't have to worry about my retirement because I'm never going to retire. I don't have to worry about how much money am I going to have for retirement because I'm never going to retire. I still remember 10 years ago when I got rid about that stupid financial advisor. The guy told me, oh, Dr. B, you're going to need $7 million in order to retire good. $7 million? Why would I need $7 million? And of course, right now, 50 years young, 10 years ago, when I was early 40s, I realized that I'm never going to retire because I love medicine. I love medicine. What am I going to do? Retire to do what? I have traveled to 50 countries already. I have lived in 6 countries. So much experience in different countries, visiting the world. I've been there, done that, right? You know how people say, my dream is to travel a lot. I've been there, done that. I used to live in France. I used to live in Spain. I used to live in Italy. I lived in the Middle East. I lived in Canada. I lived in the US. And I have traveled all over the place. I speak fluently 5 languages, written, spoken, and I'm right now learning the Thai language. So retire to do what? To go in an island somewhere, stay at the beach the whole day like a dog, sleep, eat, have sex? Is that retirement for me? Of course not. So I don't stress about money. I never got married, don't have any ex-wife, I don't have no kids, no wife. I got rid of all my girlfriends. Right? 4 years ago, I haven't dated any woman for the last 4 years, right? Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I got rid of my storage, right? I hit this huge storage, storing all this garbage that I have collected, right? Got rid of it, sold a lot of it, gave to the Salvation Army a lot of it, throw away a lot of it. I sold my second car, so I drive only this beautiful Honda Civic that is 10 years young, 10 years old, maintain it, good on gas. I don't have to worry about a Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Corvette, blah, 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 the insurance, they're going to steal it, they're going to scratch it, they're going to blah, blah, right? I don't have this kind of stuff. And a few years ago, I got rid of 95% of the phone numbers I had in my cell phone. Got rid of all these fake friends, girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, always asking for money, always inviting you to drink alcohol, junk food, to party, to have endless, useless, pointless entertainment, right? I'm done with that life. Thank God. So I have a lot of free time for myself to read, to improve my knowledge, my skills in another language, in the game of chess, in medicine, in surgery, right? I have the time to sleep 9 hours a night at the same time every night, to go to the gym 2 hours a day. I have the love and passion of medicine, right? I sit down there's not even 1 hour that passes where I'm not busy doing something. And something constructive. I'm not sitting behind watching stupid movies. I got rid of my television. I don't have a television. All I have is a computer monitor and a computer. I don't watch like before, constantly like I used to have these girlfriends. My God, beautiful young girlfriends, right? Young and dumb, right? The whole weekend we had sex, food, entertainment, sex, food, watching movies, going out, partying, dancing, drinking. My God. And these girls, they could sit down here and watch TV for hours, all these stupid movies and shows and blah, blah, blah. Not at all interested in learning a skill, going back to school, getting an education. Beautiful young ladies, right? Absolutely not interested. They just live like dogs. Just have sex, eat food, and constantly be entertained. Absolutely nothing else interested in their life, right? Learn, go learn to play music, go learn to paint, go become an artist, nothing. And I was suggesting to them all the time, don't you want to become a nurse? Don't you want to become, a dental assistant? Don't you want to become, no, their job at freaking little office job was enough for them, making just enough to pay their bills, and constantly think about being entertained and have sex and eat, constantly eat. Food was the center of their universe, and then they get bigger and bigger, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's crazy what people do. So I don't have that kind of stressful lifestyle anymore, right? And you can do it too. This is the best solution to get rid of that stress that is disturbing your glucose numbers. If you get rid of that stress, chronic stress, your cortisol will go down to normal. Just like Dr. B, it will normally peak early in the morning around 7 to 8 o'clock. right? I wake up at 6 o'clock. So around 7 o'clock it peaks. If you wake up at 8 o'clock, it's going to peak around 8:30, 9 o'clock. It peaks half an hour to an hour after you wake up, and then quickly goes down to a tiny minimum, the bare minimum that you need. My God, if you do that, you normalize your cortisol level, you're going to decrease this insulin resistance. So your doctor going to realize that now you don't need any more 1,000 milligrams of metformin. You don't need any more 500 milligrams of metformin. Your doctor going to notice that your diabetes has become prediabetes, or that your prediabetes has disappeared. And if, of course, you combine this to exercise, to sleeping good, to zipping your mouth, to adopting, like Dr. B, the keto diet and eating each time a little bit. I'm on the keto diet, but each time I eat the keto diet, I eat a little bit. You cannot be on the keto diet and then say, I'm going to stuff my mouth every day with tons of food, right? Because you can be on the keto diet and eat too much of the keto diet that is bad for you, right? So you have to eat on the keto diet, but also eat a little bit of the keto diet, right? So if you do all this, my God, your diabetes will disappear. At the same time, your high blood pressure will disappear. And you're going to shed pounds, you're going to sleep good, you're going to have more sex, your penis going to get harder, your ejaculation going to get better. My God, your brain going to get sharper, right? And if you're a woman, you're going to have orgasms better again, you're going to appreciate sex, it's going to change you, transform you completely, right? Just a few health measures that you can implement. The most important one is stress reduction. If you have stress, your diabetes is not going to improve. Your blood pressure numbers not going to improve. You're going to be always with these medications. You're going to age not gracefully. Your immune system going to go down. Remember, immune system protects against cancer. So you're going to develop cancer, dementia, chronic inflammation. You cannot imagine what chronic stress does to you because of this cortisol. Now, I just told you one of the side effects of high level of cortisol, which is, of course, causing insulin resistance. But cortisol has also, when it's too high because of chronic stress, repercussion in your blood pressure, in your chronic inflammation, dementia, heart. It's just crazy what chronic elevation of cortisol can do. But I try to keep my videos short so that I don't go too deep into the details and everything. This video is just to talk to you about one of the bad effects of having constantly elevated cortisol level because of chronic stress. I'm watching the clock to not go too long on my videos because a lot of you guys said I need to shorten my videos. So cortisol, chronic elevation due to stress can cause many bad side effects to you. One of them is that it causes insulin resistance, and therefore makes you pre-diabetic or diabetic. Get rid of that cortisol. I beg you, get rid of it, because you cannot age gracefully. And that's the point of Dr. B opening his channel, right? My point is to help you to age gracefully. You will not be able to reverse the clock. Only God can make you younger, right? Unlike some of those quacks claim on all these websites. It's false. It's a scam. You cannot reverse the clock of aging, but you can definitely slow it down, and we have all the scientific proof to prove that if you implement all these measures that I talk about constantly, you can age gracefully and stay away from cardiovascular diseases, heart attacks, strokes, cancer, kidney failure, liver failure, chronic inflammation, blah, 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 diabetes, high blood pressure. You name it, it's endless. I love you guys regardless of your gender, ethnicity, color of your skin, political orientation, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, blah, 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 blah. I love you, whether you're a man, a woman, or anything in between, whether you're a Buddhist, atheist, Hinduist, Muslim, atheist, Christian, I don't give a katso. I love you. And put your comments, your question down there. Any katso you want to ask, I will answer very, very quickly as soon as I have the time in my busy but beautiful life. Kopkunna krap, sawadee-krap. I appreciate your viewership, your sponsorship, your help, your assistance and your guidance. A lot of you guys have helped me a lot to improve the quality of my videos and blah, 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 blah. I appreciate every advice that you can give me to grow this channel so that I can reach more people and be a voice of real scientific evidence, real science-backed medicine on YouTube. God bless you guys. Kopkunna krap, sawadee-krap. I talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.